Hey guys, we're Kick Resume, and today we're going to be...
Is the hat okay? Because every day is a bad hat day for me.
Hey guys, we're Kick Resume, and today we're giving career advice based on Reddit stories. I'm Declan, I'm part of the creative team here at Kick Resume.
And I'm Martin. I'm part of the not so creative team here at Kick Resume, and I've been helping people get hired professionally for more than 10 years.
Yeah, so combined like 11 years of experience in this space. Let's get into the first story. Story number 1. I can't stop making mistakes at work and I'm scared. Hi everyone, as the title states, I keep making mistakes at work. This is very hard for me to deal with. I was in the top of my class in university. However, I'm not very smart, just motivated. Anyways, I'm sure this is something I could learn, but I don't know where to even start. Ironically, my best class in school was critical thinking. Clearly, I can only think critically in a classroom. Okay. I mean, first impressions.
It feels like this person has the potential to be a really high performer because they obviously care a lot. And I have seen this a lot in my own team, that the best people I have right now on my team are the ones who are super anxious about everything. But this is only what it looks like from the inside very often. But from the outside, the story is a bit different. So what would you do if you were in this person's shoes?
Personally, I think that if they're just out of university, that they're still figuring things out, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to stick it out just for maybe a year or 2 years. You know, the first job, I think it's always good to have like a solid 2 years in at least, so that to future employers you look, employable, and like you're a dedicated person. And then I would say if you're still feeling the same way after that 2-year period, that I would consider maybe changing or switching the type of work that you're doing. Like maybe scheduling and note-taking and administrative stuff isn't for you. It's not for everybody.
Yes, but at the same time, I think it has to be said that firing people isn't as easy as you think it is. So use this as an opportunity to fail repeatedly. This is the best time in your life when you can fail without it having too much consequence. So use it as a learning experience. I think you're doing fantastic. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed because this is exactly what those first years in a career are all about.
Okay, story number 2. What career creates millionaires in the shortest time? Curious to hear what everyone thinks if we were to exclude inheritance and assuming no debt from schooling.
Here's the thing, any well-paid career will do.
We're not qualified to give answers on how to become a millionaire, and I think most people on Reddit probably aren't qualified either.
Yes, we deal in stuff like earning a living wage,
Yep.
doing reasonably well, and doing wage labor. That's our
domain, really.
Yeah, that's our domain. Actually, I've heard that people in law enforcement do really, really well because I know it's insane.
I'm gonna read some of the comments. Ampers and Hill says, professional sports if you mean shortest time being a professional, not counting the training to be one. Okay, that's very specific.
Yeah, and she discounted the training.
It's kind of up to your parents for you to be a successful athlete. I remember I read this book by Malcolm Gladwell who wrote a book called Outliers. You have a much higher chance of being a successful athlete if you're born in like September, I think, right before the cutoff of school. You're the oldest one in class.
But did you know that September is when most babies are born?
Because people are inside for the winter, cozying up.
Yeah, so most people have a good chance to become professional athletes.
All right, there you go.
By that logic.
What else is there to do when it's cold outside, So let's move on to the next one. Looks like US politics pays well. Next says law enforcement.
Law enforcement. I call that.
Yeah, you did call it. It's honestly one of the fastest paths to becoming a millionaire, especially in places like New Jersey, New York, and California. A lot of officers are at 6 figures within a few years, and overtime can take that way higher. The benefits and pension get overlooked. Healthcare alone saves you a ton over time, and knowing you'll have some form of guaranteed retirement income makes it easier to invest aggressively when you're working. The schedule helps too. Having days off during the week and access to overtime gives you extra income or time to build other things on the side, like real estate or a business. Depending on where you are, you're also, putting your life on the line a lot. For me personally, I don't think it'd be worth it.
I think we're getting into investment territory here.
Yeah.
It's not as much about careers as it is about what you do with that career.
Finance. Can we get some stocks on the screen just going? All right. So yeah, this another guy says high finance. People are saying trade futures, OnlyFans. A lot of engineers are obsessed with their 401k and retirement accounts. Just find something that you like to do. No matter how much money you have, if you don't like your lifestyle, if you don't like living, then it's not worth it, in my opinion.
Also, like, don't spend as much money as you earn.
That's a tough thing, actually. I remember when I got my first job, I was definitely just spending my paychecks immediately. Keep a portion of your income for investment. Keep a portion of it for savings. And although I'm not the best at it every month, I think it's much better than it was when I was fresh out of school. Here's the next Reddit story. All right, and our final story for this video. Seriously, where are people finding work? I've been told to go on Indeed and LinkedIn to find jobs, and I've spent a lot of time scouring these websites, and there is nothing. I just graduated with my bachelor's degree, and I am lost. Anytime I try to look for advice, I get nothing practical. All right.
Is this Quirky Emu? I do remember this one. It piqued my curiosity, so I scrolled down and I looked for another posts by this person inside a thread. And there is one interesting thing. They're an English major, and people are telling this person that that's where it all went wrong. Well, I'm an English major, and I'm doing perfectly fine. I mean, I'm helping people get hired. It's definitely possible to get a job with an English major.
In my perspective, if I did an English major in America, and then I expected to find work in America with an English major, I would probably expect not to find many jobs. Of course, if you're in a European country where people don't speak English as the native language, having that is extremely valuable.
Yeah.
So it really depends on where you are. But I think generally this person's question is really relevant to a lot of people today. Kick Resume recently did a survey and found that 58% of recent college graduates said that they were having trouble finding a job. So there are a lot of people in the same position as this person. Nowadays, just given the state of AI and everything, you have to be a little bit more careful on how you choose your degree. I did a business degree. At the time, it was right before COVID. It was kind of during COVID. It was before AI, and still, I don't think I have actually used my business degree once. I remember, I thought I did. I thought I got hired with my business degree when I was working in America, and it turned out that the boss, 5 months into the thing, I told him I have a business degree, and he went, "Really?" What the hell, man? I swear to God, people don't even read resumes anymore. But you gotta have one.
No, you can't say that.
You gotta have one. It's the only way to get work. You have to. Unfortunately, it just goes through AI systems, and you gotta fight fire with fire. So Kick Resumes kind of the place to go for that. Oh, wink, wink.
At least you're not a software engineer, because those are doing terribly right now. English majors are actually doing better, according to official statistics, than software engineers. I understand that it's a very tough job market right now. We hear it from everybody who's looking for a job right now, from our clients, from our friends, from our family. But it's still doable. I would say that looking for your first job on LinkedIn is not a good strategy for most people. Unless you have a degree which is in huge demand, which only applies to a small number of degrees. You are much better off, and this might sound like a very impractical piece of advice. I'm convinced that this is the right strategy for most people. Use your network. It might sound like a cliche, but this is how most people get their first jobs. Through their friends, through their family, you're a fresh graduate, use your alumni network. If an English major from my old college reached out to me asking for help, I would be glad to help, and I know that I'm not the only one. Even though you're a fresh graduate, you have a network, you just need to understand.
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Get to meeting people, and if you're socially awkward, I mean,
Meet other socially awkward people.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please let us know down below. If you want to see us read more Reddit stories, please let us know specific topic types. And yeah, that really helps us to decide what we're going to do next. So again, thank you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Kick Resume.
And let us know if you want us to start a podcast.
No, don't. We don't want to start a
Finance
podcast.
Pros.